Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers spill. Tensions are mounting in the Davis family as Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Baganos, takes a hard stance against her father, Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, following his near-fatal car accident. While Rick is still recovering in his hospital bed, Molly wasted no time confronting him with a reality check that could change the future of their relationship. The issue. Ava Jerome, Maura West. Molly has made it clear she sees Ava's role in the surrogate pregnancy disaster that tore apart her sister Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, as unforgivable, and she's not about to pretend everything is fine just because Rick wants to play house with the enemy. But is Molly pushing too hard, or is Rick crossing a line himself by letting Ava anywhere near the family that she helped devastate? Molly isn't mincing words. When she visited Rick, she almost came armed with an ultimatum before he caught her off guard by putting her on the spot and asking her if that's what she was saying. Next time, she might let him know that if he doesn't end things with Ava, he shouldn't expect to have much of a relationship with her. For Molly, this isn't about jealousy or control, it's about loyalty to herself and to Christina, who was emotionally wrecked after carrying a child she believed was meant to unify their fractured family, only to end up broken and betrayed. To Molly, Ava symbolizes that betrayal. Watching Rick cozy up to the woman who stood by while Christina's world fell apart is more than she can stomach. Her feelings are valid, but the firm line she's drawing could end up alienating Rick for good. On the flip side, Rick is starting to feel like he's being forced to choose between love and family. While his relationship with Ava is far from perfect, especially given her long history of scheming and her role in the chaos that surrounded Christina's surrogate pregnancy, Rick argues that people change. Or at the very least, he believes Ava can change. He's not ready to walk away from someone he claims is trying to be better, and he resents being treated like a villain for following his heart. But even Rick must admit, pursuing a relationship with Ava under these circumstances might be a selfish move that costs him more than he's prepared to lose. With Christina still emotionally fragile and Molly now taking an unyielding position, Rick may find himself increasingly isolated. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grant, is likely to back Molly's ultimatum, and she will probably enjoy it. If Rick refuses to distance himself from Ava, Molly could make good on her word and pull away, leaving Rick estranged from his daughter during one of the most pivotal times in their family's history. Whether he respects the boundary or bulldozes right over it, the fallout is coming, and it won't be pretty. But will he throw Christina to the wolves for slashing his brake lines just as a means of showing Molly that her sister may not be so deserving of her undying loyalty? Port Charles, Molly Lansing Davis has always walked the line between head and heart with unwavering conviction. As the moral compass in a city spinning with lies, secrets, and betrayals, she has fought hard to maintain her identity in a world where blurred lines often lead to shattered loyalties. But upcoming General Hospital spoilers suggest Molly may soon be forced to choose between family and principle, when her estranged father, Rick Lansing, crosses a boundary she can't ignore. The father-daughter divide grows. Molly's relationship with Rick has long been complicated. While she has tried in the past to keep the door open for him, especially during pivotal moments in her life, graduation, bar exam triumphs, even her co-parenting journey with TJ, Rick's past misdeeds and shady dealings have always cast a shadow over their bond. But now, Rick is back in Port Charles, and he's not just dropping in for a family dinner. Sources say Rick may have his sights set on something, or someone, that puts him directly at odds with Molly's values. Whether it's a legal maneuver tied to the DA's office or a morally gray partnership with someone from sunny Corinthos circle, Rick's reappearance won't be as innocent as it seems. A clash over justice. Insiders tease that Rick's return to town may come with a hidden agenda, perhaps an attempt to worm his way back into the legal community of Port Charles. With Robert Scorpio stepping back, and Alexis Davis semi-retired, the city's legal arena is in flux. Rick might see this as the perfect opportunity to regain status and power. Heart. But Molly, now a deputy district attorney, isn't so easily manipulated. Having worked hard to earn her place on her own merit, she refuses to let nepotism or backdoor deals compromise her reputation. Rick may initially pitch his return as a way to mentor Molly or support her career, but spoilers say he's more interested in leveraging her position than truly connecting with her. Heart. Molly quickly sees through his facade, and that's where the trouble begins. Christina and Sam caught in the middle. As Molly prepares to confront her father and set boundaries, her sisters may get pulled into the emotional fallout. Sam McCall, who has had her own rough history with Rick, might support Molly's decision to push him away, but Christina Corinthos Davis could feel differently. Christina has a long pattern of seeking out connection with emotionally unavailable or damaged men, and part of that stems from her complicated relationship with her father, Sonny. As Rick is Sonny's half-brother, Christina may empathize with his flaws, urging Molly to give him another chance. This difference in approach could cause tension between the sisters, especially as Christina continues struggling with direction in her own life. Don't be surprised if Molly finds herself feeling isolated, with her moral stance perceived as cold or unforgiving, even by her own family. TJ's support and a test of loyalty. TJ Ashford stands firmly by Molly's side through most storms, but this particular situation may stretch even his unwavering loyalty. TJ has seen how much Molly has yearned for a real connection with Rick in the past, and he knows how much it hurts her to have to constantly be the adult in the relationship. As Rick escalates his efforts, perhaps by going public with his fatherly pride, or exploiting their family ties in court, TJ may urge Molly to consider a quieter, less confrontational approach. But for Molly, this isn't just personal. It's about integrity, precedent, and drawing a line that Rick can't cross without consequences. Spoilers say this could ignite a rare argument between Molly and TJ, as she refuses to compromise, even if it means going up against Rick in the courtroom or publicly denouncing his actions. Rick's darker moves. Rick isn't known for backing down easily. His past schemes have ranged from manipulating the legal system to staging entire false scenarios to achieve his ends. If Molly's resistance becomes an obstacle, Rick may resort to tactics that place her, and possibly TJ, in his crosshairs. One rumor suggests Rick might dig into TJ's past or even try to sabotage a case Molly is working on to undermine her credibility. He might justify it as doing what's necessary to gain back control or influence, but the damage could be long-lasting. Don't count out Rick teaming up with an existing villain in town, like Cyrus Renault, who has his own reasons for wanting to disrupt the DA's office. A Rick-Cyrus alliance, however uneasy, could set off a domino effect of danger for Molly and those she loves. Alexis's dilemma. No one knows Rick Lansing quite like Alexis Davis. Their complicated co-parenting dynamic has swung from icy civility to outright animosity over the years. As Molly takes her stand, Alexis is placed in the unenviable position of having to weigh in, possibly in court, or in private negotiations Rick may initiate under the guise of family concern. Though Alexis has matured and mellowed in recent years, spoilers say this situation will force her to relive old wounds, and possibly question her past choices. Expect emotionally charged scenes where Alexis confronts Rick, not just as Molly's mother, but as a former romantic partner who knows just how dangerous his charm can be. Ultimately, Alexis may choose to support Molly's stance, even if it means reigniting her feud with Rick. But it won't be without emotional fallout. Rick crosses the line, and Molly hits back. According to teasers, Rick will eventually overstep in a way that goes too far for Molly to overlook. Whether he leaks confidential information, influences a court ruling, or slanders her character to the press, it's the final straw. In a dramatic moment, Molly delivers a cutting rebuke, publicly or in court, where she essentially disowns Rick, declaring that he no longer has a place in her life, personal or professional. It's a painful scene, especially for a character like Molly, who has always believed in giving people the benefit of the doubt. But this time, there's no room for negotiation. Rick's stunned reaction may hint at a larger breakdown, either a descent into desperation, or a moment of clarity where he realizes he's truly lost his daughter. But with Rick, clarity often comes too late. Fallout and future repercussions. This storyline isn't just a short-term emotional beat, it has long-term implications for Molly's career, her family dynamics, and the legal power structure of Port Charles. Heart. If Rick retaliates, Molly could find herself the target of legal or political machinations. If he retreats, it might leave a vacuum others try to exploit. Either way, Molly will emerge changed, stronger, perhaps colder, and more determined than ever to uphold the law, even when it hurts. Fans can expect this arc to weave into larger Port Charles conflicts, touching on Cyrus's continuing influence, Sonny's uneasy alliances, and the future of the DA's office. Molly may even step into a leadership role in the legal world, pushing back against corruption on all sides. But emotionally, the damage is done. And in the end, Molly Lansing Davis may learn the hardest lesson of all. Some lines, once drawn, become walls that even family can't break through. Closing thoughts. This upcoming General Hospital storyline promises to showcase both the strength and vulnerability of one of Port Charles's most principled characters. As Molly draws a line in the sand, viewers will be left to wonder, can Rick Lansing ever truly change, or will his ambition always cost him the people who matter most? Either way, buckle up, this father-daughter showdown is just beginning. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.